Hi, it's me. Welcome to Jack's Place. My hair's growing, as you can tell. I got little curls coming in. Yay. Um, it is January 19th. Today we are making chili. Chili and cornbread and salad. That's the menu for tonight's meal. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the beans we put in the chili. When I am at home, I enjoy using dry beans, which I'll soak overnight and then rinse them off and then soak them again for a little while longer and rinse them off. And just because I like using, dried beans. But sometimes we have the convenience of using canned beans for our chili. So I want to discuss a little bit about canned beans real quick. Now, canned beans are very high in sodium. Any canned food tends to be higher in sodium unless they're like some say like this. They say reduced sodium. And this one has 240 milligrams of sodium versus another brand here of beans. These are black beans, but they have 410 milligrams of sodium. And that, of course, is per serving. And in the back of your cans, it'll tell you how much is the serving size. So if you think about half a cup of, these are chickpeas, these are garbanzos. This is the stuff we can make hummus with. So if these are these ones. So if you look at the back, it tells you that half a cup of these garbanzo beans has 240 milligrams of sodium for that half a cup, that one serving. That's kind of like a lot of sodium. You gotta watch your sodium intake. And sodium is snuck into things. Salt is snuck into things all over the place. It's like sugar. It's snuck into our food because it helps preservation or might enhance taste. But you just got to keep your eye out. That's why I like using dried beans. The dry beans, let me see. Any type of dry beans. And like this is like a 15 bean soup bag. If you wanted to, you could put this in your chili. There's no law saying that only you can use chili beans or the ones that say chili beans or whatever. Personally, I like using dried kidney beans. So kidney beans is my preference for my chili. Today we're actually going to be using like 4 different beans for the chili here at Jack's Place because we have random beans. So we're going to be using black beans, dark red kidney beans. We're going to be using, we got the dark red kidney beans. We've got the black beans. We have white kidney beans. These are called cannellini beans, but they're a white kidney bean. You can use this if like you're going to make your chili with chicken instead of, ground beef for the white chili. Potatoes. It's your food. What do we do with it? We play with it. So we're going to be making a mixture of different beans for the chili here today. So when you go eat, don't be surprised. You're going to find 4 to 5 different type of beans in your chili today. But anyways, what I wanted to tell you about your canned beans. So we have our canned bean here, and we all know that when we open a can of beans, we look in it, and what's the first thing we see? We see this thick layer of liquid, right? So this, of course, looks kind of icky because it looks kind of slimy or whatever. It's really not slime. Okay, so what it is when canning companies, when they can their beans, when companies can their beans, what they do is they throw all the beans in this big humongous pot, and they throw the salt in it for preservation and whatnot, and they cook it, and then they just into the can. It goes directly into the can. So your beans your beans that can be a healthy source of fiber for you now is sitting in this big old thing of salt, of sodium, for, you know, as long as it takes to get from being cooked and canned, to your plate. So what we do is, some people will use it just like that and then adjust the salt in their recipes, not add salt. But if you want, you can also eliminate this extra liquid and rinse out your beans. So that's what we're going to do today. Let's see if I can get you guys down to my sink. Okay, so there we are in the sink, and we're just gonna empty it out, and we're just gonna rinse them out with cool water. Get all your beans out. So when you rinse these out, you're gonna notice, like, yay. Okay, I'm rinsing them out. I also rinse out my can to put it in the recycling. So here you go. So I'm just rinsing it out. And now that they're rinsed out, now my beans are ready to go into my pot. You know, if you touch them, you don't feel that sliminess. You can tell they're cooked with salt, of course, but read your labels. When you're going to purchase your canned beans, read your labels, because seriously, some name brands have more sodium in it than others. So you always want to go with the one that has the lowest amount of sodium. It takes a little time. It takes a little time while you're doing your shopping to just, you know, and of course, we have the tendency of grabbing what's on sale if you're a sale shopper, or, you know, you can also just take the time. It's worth it. It's worth your health if you take the time to just read your labels and get the stuff that's the lowest. If it doesn't say it right in front of the can, low sodium or no sodium, let me see. Okay. So right here I've got diced tomatoes that I'm going to put into the chili, and this one says right on the label, no salt added. That's good. Now, it doesn't mean it doesn't have salt. It means that they didn't add extra salt, that the sodium or whatever is naturally occurring in your tomato. Okay? So this one has 15 milligrams of sodium per serving. The serving is half a cup. So, you know, when you go shopping, sales are always great, but not necessarily good for your health. So when you go shopping, take the time, read the labels, find out which stuff has lower sodium, because it's better for you. Too much sodium causes a whole bunch of issues in your system, in your body. You can get, you know, high blood pressure and stuff like that. Retain water, and you really don't want to do that. So if you don't want to do the dry beans where you control completely the sodium that it's going to have when you're doing your recipe, then read the labels and try to get the ones lower in sodium, and then rinse them out. Even if they say low sodium, rinse them out. Just rinse it out, get all that extra water out, all that extra liquid that's in there with your beans. Just take them right on out, and there you go. And it's a little healthier for you, and it's little things that make a big difference when we do it every day, and we take note of what we're putting into our bodies. So until next time, enjoy making your chili with whatever type of beans you want, because at the end of the day, it's your food. You can add and take away whatever you want. It's your food. Play with it. Bye.